Like, cause I'm a boss and I'm D-Ride. All right, let's focus.
I'ma put some blame on me. Tryna take account of baby.
What's up, y'all? It's the dog, Tootie Lew, back with a new video for you today. Today, I just wanted to come real quick and give y'all a life update. This is so long overdue. Oh my God. The whole year of 2023. Lifed. So, I mean, a good chunk of last year, I was missing, all right? I was MIA. I'm back and I'm better. As you can see, I've been trying to be more consistent with posting and everything. So I'm just trying to take myself at a slower pace, because it's like when I try to take on everything all at once, thinking I'm just like superwoman and just get it and go, I end up shutting down on everything all at once. And I can't do that. So I realize my strengths. I realize my weaknesses. I want to pace myself. So I need a schedule. I need to treat it like it's an actual job. So I don't just overwhelm myself trying to do everything all at once. I need a schedule that'll start to make everything make sense. And then I can be more consistent once everything makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's a flow to this shit. You got to be strategic. So now that I have my strategy, you know you the coldest. I can't help it. Every time I look at myself, I just have to say that. Shout out to Skilla, baby. Yes, sir, I am the coldest. Thank you. Yeah. So let's get into this life update. I want to be as open and transparent as possible. And we're not going into detail or nothing. I'm going to just give y'all a cool little life update on basic questions that at one point several people were asking me. Where you been? Are you okay? You been MIA? Hey, are you good? You haven't posted in a while. Like, it was just all type of stuff. People genuinely concerned, because it's not like me not to post. Y'all know I love y'all real bad. Y'all know I love y'all. So it's not like me not to post at all. If anything, I'll at least post on my story. I haven't gotten consistent with YouTube as of yet, but if you don't have my Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. One thing about me, I'm gonna make sure I post a story on my Instagram at least, at minimum. I got to the point where I didn't even open the Instagram app like months at a time. Like, I was just depressed, literally going through depression. Like, it seemed like everything was going wrong in my life all at the same time. Divorce, lost my job, my car fucked up on me, my engine went out. Ugh. Lost my apartment, got evicted. Like, literally everything that could go wrong went the fuck wrong all at the same time. I'm not even cool with my best fucking friends no more. None of them. And it's not like we had a big falling out or nothing. It's just like, I really don't know. Life hit so hard this past year. 2023 was not playing with a bitch. Like, 2023 was not playing with a bitch at all. 2023 gave it to me bad. Hard. Fucked me hard. Now I'm just like regrouping from all that. I've gotten another job. It's cool. It's not something that I want to be long term, of course. But it did pick me up in my season of brokenness, rock bottomness. I still haven't gotten another car just yet, because being that the engine went out in that car and I had just got it, literally had just got it from CarMax. I had a lender. I voluntarily surrendered my vehicle. And if you don't know the process of that, like, basically I told my lender, come get your property. That does not alleviate the debt. Like, just because they got their car back, that don't mean like the loan just went away. Like, that shit is still on me. So I'm not able to get a car until I deal with that. So my plan is to settle that debt. I'm not paying it in full because I only had the car like 7, 8 months and the engine went out. I wanted to sue them, but under Texas lemon law, the vehicle has to be a newer vehicle to be considered a lemon. And the car was a 2016 car. And all the attorneys that I talked to would only take my case if it was like a 2019 or newer. So it was pointless. I mean, they willing to settle with me for like 2,000. So if they willing to settle with me for 2,000, that mean I can talk them into going lower, okay? Yeah, you just got to know the name of the game, baby. Yeah, that's it. That's all. In terms of the divorce, honestly, a lot of times for couples experiencing divorce, before it gets to that point, it's over for a while already. With that being said, I initially filed for divorce in 2021 after we separated in 2020. Now, y'all have seen us do the back and forth. Y'all have seen us do the separation. And y'all have seen us reconcile. Reconciliation is just not even an option anymore. Like at this point, it just is what it is. We have both mutually agreed that it just doesn't work. And the more and more we try, it just is unhealthy for everybody involved. Like not even just us two. We have a daughter. It's unhealthy for her as well. Like, and we just can't keep doing that to her. So yeah, we agreed to end it for realsies this time. And it's been difficult, like processing that. I'm not even gonna lie, because that's something that I wanted, not just for myself, but obviously for my daughter too. But I mean, I have to look at the bigger picture. Like, I don't want her to grow up looking at an unhealthy example for marriage. Like I would never want that for her. And I would want for her to look at, a strong, independent woman as her mother that didn't take no shit. Duh. It wasn't even no shit to take. Like, we were finally in a good place. Like, everything was good. It just, I don't know, maybe we outgrew each other. I don't know. Like, we didn't do the work because these things happen. Like, people think that you get married and you stay in love forever, and it's not that. Like, you have those ups and downs, and you have to do the work to fall back in love, to stay connected to each other, and we just stop doing the work. Like, it's just like, once you see like the same shit repeating itself, it's like, what's the point of doing this work? Like, I already know we just gonna be back here. So this is where we keep ending back up at. Maybe this shit just not meant at this point. And that's what the situation boiled down to. Although we have agreed to get a divorce, we've been copacetic. I have been seeing someone. I've been dating someone. This is the first time that I've ever just like, because we've separated. And I've had a feeling in the back of my mind, like, okay, maybe this ain't just completely done for yet. So I never wanted to just really get close to anybody. So roster, yeah, kept a roster. But now that I know, like, that's just done for real, completely behind me, I know that's not the end of my love story. I still want to be married. I still want to be somebody's wife. I want more kids. I want these things. And so I decided, like, I'm going to be dating intentionally. I'm not going to be fucking with nobody just for the fuck of it, or just to be fucking with somebody. Like, I don't even like people. So I'm not the type of person that just needs somebody to fuck with. I'm really not. But if I'm gonna fuck with you at this point, we're gonna have to be on the same type of time. And like, Do you want to get married someday? Do you want a wife? Do you want kids? Are these are conversations that I'm having now? These are the type of conversations that I'm having to have in my adult dating life. And it's so weird because all of my adult life I've been married. So all of this is just weird to me because now it's like, all right, I ended up marrying a motherfucker as just like a young adult. And these are conversations that we didn't have. So it's like I learned lessons from that. Absolutely. Everything that I dealt with in this situation that I didn't have to deal with, now I know how to handle that as an older woman than what I was at that time. Because it's like, I don't know, for some reason at that time I felt like whatever he came with, I had to deal with it. That was never the case. Never had to deal with shit. Like, but the older I get, the wiser, the better. So we're learning and when you know better, you do better. And we're doing better at this point. Nobody talks about that feeling of guilt that you have after moving on and, just finally closing a chapter in your life and knowing for sure that it's closed and it's okay, it's safe for me to move on and allow myself to become emotionally invested in another man. And there's just a sense of guilt over me in doing so because it's like for years I felt like, okay, this is what my life is going to be like and who it's going to be with. And now that it's not that, like I'm having to unlearn things and all this shit is just weird for me. It's weird. And it makes me feel guilty because I just feel like sometimes I just feel like this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, it's just not how it's supposed to be. I catch myself like blushing, smiling, happy, and it's another man that's making me blush and smile and be happy. And a part of me it just makes me feel so guilty that I could even allow myself to be happy with somebody else. But that's how it feels after 10 years with this motherfucker. Like, it's like it seeped into my brain that that's literally all I would ever. I really can't put it into words. I'm sorry. I've been struggling with this for the last damn near 48 hours. I just really can't put it into words. I just know I'll be so glad when it blows over. Like, I don't want to feel guilty for being happy finally. I don't want to feel guilty for being excited to love. Like, I don't want to feel guilty for this. And the thing is, we've been separated several times. He's been here. He's experienced moving on and feeling excitement and butterflies and happiness with somebody else. And I really want to have this conversation with him just to know, just to see, like, was there a sense of guilt in you doing that? Like, but it couldn't have been because we had this conversation so many times and he told me, like, no, like, I'm happy. Like, so I just don't know why the fuck I'm feeling so guilty. But that's been my dilemma. That's been my life. The guy who I'm seeing, we were having a conversation about this and he was just really trying to get a clear understanding for the reason for me feeling guilty. And I just couldn't get my words out. Like, I was stuttering so bad. And that led him to feel like I was playing with him. And I don't know, I guess it just turned him off. He's just completely uninterested. I haven't heard from him. And I don't want to reach out. I don't, because these are signs of things that I'm not interested in dealing with. Like, This is an example of some shit I don't want to deal with, and I don't have to, so I'm not. Like, I like him a lot, but I'm not gonna reach out. Just, I mean, what happens the next time we have a disagreement or an argument? Is he just gonna ghost me again? Like, this is what I don't want to have to deal with, so I'm not. So yeah, I mean, as much as I like him, I think that maybe this whole guilt trip situation has ran him off. So, I don't know. I might have an update for y'all in the next video. But as of right now, this is what's going on. So I've told y'all about the divorce hitting rock bottom. Like, oh my goodness, I lost everything. Like, when I say I lost everything, I didn't even really go into detail with that. But I do want to save some stuff for story time. So if it's anything in specific that y'all want to know about, just drop it in the comments. I don't mind talking about it at all. I just feel like everybody goes through life. Like, everybody goes through these things in life. And it helps to have someone who can relate. And it helps to see other people who've experienced it, because everything is so glamorized these days. Like, man, like, no, real life still happens to real people like myself. Separation, divorce, lost everything, literally. Job, car, apartment, everything. And when I lost everything, I've been living in Dallas, Texas. I had to move back to Shreveport, Louisiana, where I'm originally from, grew up, born and raised. I've been in Dallas for like 3 years. And going back to Shreveport was like, don't get me wrong, I love my city. I'm not shitting on it at all. I'm just saying, I came to Dallas and I got a job at a call center making $22 an hour. And I came back to Shreveport and the best job that I could get paid me $12 an hour. The economy is horrible. And I'm just not interested. It was impossible for me to get up on my feet coming from just losing everything. And they done raised the rent around this month. I'm thinking, I can get back on my feet here because it's cheaper. It's a cheaper cost of living here. Like, things were difficult in Texas by myself because it's so expensive. Baby, they didn't raise the price of rent back home too. A 1-bedroom apartment, $1,000. Are y'all crazy? Who's supposed to pay and how? Y'all not paying nobody no money. So yeah, I've never had the best relationship with my mama. I don't know, it's weird. I have 4 siblings from her. So being that she had 5 kids by the time she was 23 years old, her childhood was gone. There was no childhood. Like, so it's like now, like in her adulthood, she just a big kid. A big kid. And I just be needing a mother sometimes. And it's like she just don't have no chill. And it just irritates me so bad. So yeah, we've never really had the closest relationship. Like, she cool as a fan for sure, because she's a big ass kid. But that don't work for me when I need advising and consoling and all that. So moving back to Shreveport, I moved in with her. But that didn't last no time because of the relationship that we have. So I ended up moving in with a friend, and at the time we were best buds, 2 peas in a pod. But that didn't work out either. I honestly don't even want to talk about that at all. But if y'all want a story time, I'm going to try my best to say as much as I can without saying a lot. Because I just feel like, you know, if you fall out with a motherfucker and it come to social media, you just fake, and it ain't no other way around it. So I just really don't want to talk about it. Because even with us not speaking no more, that's still my dog. And just out of respect for her, I don't want to bring that here. But yeah, like I want to talk about it. I just don't want to bring it to the media. I don't want to feel like a fake friend. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. That didn't work out either. And after that, I was out of options. So baby, I came back to Dallas. Initially I was coming to bring my daughter to her dad because I didn't have everything that I needed in place to take care of my child. So I was bringing her to her father, who was all in. He like, yes, she can stay here. I got it. We gonna be good over here, Miss Ma'ams. I mean, he didn't mind taking her on at all, but the thing was, he was gonna need my help. He was gonna need some assistance from me because of the hours that he worked and what he does for work. He just needed that assistance. So he allowed me to come and stay and get on my feet and then, go from there. And in the process of us doing that, like the conversation came up on, because we were still separated, the conversation between us, like the topic between us, it came up and he's like, oh, what are we going to do about this marriage? And I'm like, I don't want a divorce. I just really need to get myself together. Like, how can I focus on this when this is, I don't. So I just was trying to get myself together. And he wasn't trying to hear that. He was just like, yeah, you can't play with your marriage. You can't play with God. You can't put it on hold while you trying to do whatever. Like, you got to deal with all this at the same time. So that's what I attempted to do. And this is the outcome. Here I am, once again. I mean, this was the ending. This was the solution. I'm just better off by myself. You know what I mean? I do want to be married. I just don't want to feel confined in my marriage. I should be married to somebody who allows me to be me. Outright, in full, like, and love every second of it. I don't want to be married to somebody who wants to control, like, how I do, what I do, how I talk, walk, dress, act, think. I don't want to be married to that. I don't. I do want to be married. I want marriage. I want love. I want a family. I want all this. But not if that's how it's got to be. And vice versa. He wants to be married, but not if it's going to be to someone who's comfortable wearing bralettes on camera, because he's old school and he doesn't believe in all that stuff. And this is disrespectful for him and all that type stuff. Different strokes for different folks. Please go and find what it is that you want. Clearly, it's not me, and I'm just tired of trying to be and always showing up and failing. Just tired of feeling like a fucking failure. Yeah, I'm just not what you want. Let's accept it and move on. Like, call it what it is and be done with it, baby. So that's what it was. So that's what it is. So here we are. I'm still in Texas. I don't live in Dallas anymore, but I am still in Texas. Whenever things didn't work out between me and him and we had to go our separate ways, I ended up coming to crash with my sister-in-law. My sister, blood could make us closer. It's like we both dated two brothers. Yeah, well, I was married to the younger brother and she was with the older brother over a decade and didn't get a ring. So it's just a whole lot of toxicity going on. And we were able to create a bond, a trauma bond over this bullshit. The person that I've always been able to call up and just talk about bullshit within this whole ordeal. And she's just always been a person who's understood. And Yeah, like I said earlier, it's nice to have somebody that's able to relate. I ended up crashing here with her, but we actually decided this works. We were able to come together and help each other in several different areas. So now we've decided to find us a home, a bigger home, big enough for the two of us and the 4 kids that we have between us two. All of us to be comfortable with each other, and um, we're able to comfortably live in our own spot and pay bills and still do whatever it is that we want. Like, funds not tight. Like, I don't, it's just a perfect situation. It is. It's perfect. And I'm fucking with it. I really appreciate her for just being there. Just being there. Like, that's one person that's always just been there. And I really appreciate her real bad. Like, I swear, blood could not make any difference. I love her bad. Bitch, if you watching this, I love you. Fuck. So yeah, I think that would pretty much wrap up the whole life update, because yeah, we touched on everything. Yeah, child, that's the update on the life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to my problems, my past problems. My future is really bright, and I'm really excited for everything that the future holds. I'm really glad that y'all get to come on this journey with me, starting over completely. I'm 27, about to be a divorcee with 1 kid. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to bring y'all on this journey with me. Yeah, let's get into it. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching me rant. Be sure that you hit that subscribe button and click the bell. I really would like a cute little name to call y'all, because everybody else got that cute little name. So y'all gonna be TLG or what? Y'all Tootie Lew gang? Is you TLG or what? I actually love that. I actually love it. TLG. Give me a huge thumbs up if you like this video. And you can't wait for our next call. Pick up that phone when I call. And that's all I know. That's all I know for now. Thank you for watching. Please come back.